Okay. You get just the mayor's going to say, right? Okay, would you like us to start this program? Well, we would like to welcome you here this evening, and we have something very special for you, which is the Beneficent Bards are going to perform, and the Beneficent Bards are Carol Jahncke, Roseanne Bivens, Jerry Hess, and Ron Barthett. And they have done a tape of their own talent and songs that they have written, and Roseanne plays the guitar, and it is on sale, and they're all songs that have to do with the history of Covington and the river. And it happens that Roseanne wrote a song which mentioned a sign that used to be at Villere Park for many, many years, and the sign said, "Let it not be said unto your shame that all was beauty here before you came." And it also fell into place that our Vice President of the Council, Donald Primes, was introducing that to the Council, asking that we appropriate some money to return that sign to the park. So the Beneficent Bards decided that they would like that to be their project. So I think they've raised that amount of money, and we will have the sign returned, and it will say Villere Wayside Park, which is what it said those many years ago. And I think it's a wonderful sign that made a lot of impression on many people. This evening, we're here for the special occasion of introducing an official song for Covington. We have Moon Over Miami and Oklahoma, and I Left My Heart in San Francisco, and Do You Know What It Means to Miss New Orleans? And now we have I'm in Love Again with Covington, and it was written by Ron Barthett. Mayor Villere is here tonight, and he might like to tell you a little bit about the art that's going on in downtown Covington tonight. And then Carol Jahncke would like a word with you, and then we'll have the performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. At 7 o'clock, we're going to have a coordinated art opening tonight, and we're expanding it to Villa Vici, Aromatica. There's a new frame shop over in Boston Commons. Anyway, we're waiting for any moment for the Global Wildlife Van to pull up to bring people around. So I hope y'all can stay around. And for Carol's benefit, what we're going to do is I have a copy of the tape and the book, and we'll have that on display, and I'll even turn the tape on so that as people are watching the art at City Hall, they can hear all the songs.
I did forget to say that the Creative Dance Center is here, Carolyn Godet is here, and 4 of the dancers have gone off to buy shoes, but they're going to be back in time to dance I'm in Love Again with Covington. We thank them. Oh, great. They're back. Yes. Okay. This was such fun birthing. I mean, a lot of times you have ideas, and you know, you think, wouldn't it be fun if? Well, my husband and I were over in Ireland last year, and every county in Ireland had the songs of, you know, Galway, Donegal, and so on. And so, having written Mr. Kensel's Covington and had a feeling for the old history of Covington, I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we could write some ballads, because we have enough history to sing about too. So I came back, and you know that thing about fools rush in where wise men fear to tread? Well, I'm a fool, and there are several other fools that I knew. So I went to them, and we just did it, you know, we just did it. And so we're just real pleased with our result, and it's not impossible that we might come out with another tape, you know. This might be the first of many, but it was such fun to do it, and then to have the city adopt one of the songs as the official song. It's just been lots and lots of fun. So here is In Love Again with Covington. Roseanne and Jerry are going to, and Ron's going to sing it, and then we'll have the creative dance children dance a wonderful folk song for us. Dance.
Whatever.
I'm in love
again with Covington, Covington, Louisiana. I'm at home again in Covington, Covington, you are mine. Want to walk down oak-shaded streets, to sit on Lion Stadium seats, to float in a boat on the river so still, from Cheshunt Square to Claiborne Hill. I'm at home again in Covington, Covington, Louisiana. I'm in love again with Covington, Covington, you are mine. I'm home again in old Covington, the most peaceful place I've ever been. A town to fulfill almost every wish, a quiet retreat one just can't resist. I'm in love again with Covington, Covington.
When we did the Old Town Festival, Ron wrote that song. So we're delighted. Thank you. And now we will be entertained by the dance players of the Creative Dance Center to I'm in Love Again with Covington.
We'd just go on through and sing some of these other songs in the book. Maybe some of you have heard them and maybe some of you haven't, but we just like to share them. So, Roseanne, shall we sing the next one, Jerry?
Yeah.
This next one is the one that Roseanne wrote. It mentions the sign that we're going to replace at Vogue for Life. By the way, these books and tapes are $10 a piece. And we're not making any money off of these at all. And what we plan to do is set a goal, which this has been the first goal, and then, then we'll set another goal. And so all the money will go to things like that. So here's Jerry and Roseanne. Let's see.
So many of you out there I know have heard this song, but I'll introduce it anyway. It's Villere Blues. Let it not be said unto your shame, all was beauty here before you came. This was written in the entrance post by a man, I don't know his name. He had the Villere Blues. He had the Villere Blues. He had the Villere Blues. Tell me that you got 'em too. When I was a little bitty girl, just about 4 feet 4, summertime would come rolling in, roll us out that door. We'd have the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. Tell me that you got 'em too. I walked down Jahncke Avenue, it was the summer of '53. Barefoot with an inner tube, and just my best friend and me. We had the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. Tell me that you got 'em too. Well, we could float and we could swim, we could stand on our hands, squish the bottom with our toes, dig tunnels in the sand. We had the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. We had the Villere Blues. Tell me that you got 'em too. Now here in 1992, that sign it says don't swim. What good is a river, people, if we can't all jump in and get the Villere Blues? Let's get the Villere Blues. We'll get the Villere Blues. Tell me that you got 'em too. Now we can feed hungry people, we can fly to the moon, clean up the river, have it ready by June, and get the Villere Blues. We'll get the Villere Blues. We'll get the Villere Blues. Now tell me you got 'em too.
This is another song about a river, the Jahncke River. That's where. Playing D a little bit if you want. I'll be going first light of day down that old river, might even stay going down the river where the wild birds sing, going down the river with the cool water springs, going down the river with the clean fresh air, going down Covington, yeah, that's where. Going first light of day down that old river, might even stay going down the river where the wild birds sing, going down the river with the cool water springs, going down the river with the clean fresh air, going down Covington, yeah, that's where. Thank you.
here, how long ago, Jerry? From Shreveport.
8 years ago.
8 years ago. I had no idea.
Would have thought I'd lived here all my life.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate the rivers down here. We are fortunate to have these nice carooning rivers that remind me of the Ozarks. Really pretty. Something we didn't have in Shreveport. We just had big lakes, which was nice, and a few bayous, but our rivers are nice.
Here's one that Carol wrote about. Carol? The schooner is coming. Carol is something of a local historian. She really knows more about this than I do, but at one time the schooners were the mainstay of the supplies that came into Covington. Before the trains, before the cars, the schooners would come up the rivers, right? Right. And that's what this one's about. The schooner is coming. Mm-hmm. Did I change that key?
I think the plan's
The schooner is coming. The schooner is coming, look, just see, we'll climb on board and how glad we'll be. Down the river and across the lake, to the city a trip we'll take on a sunny day with a picnic pack. Now who in their right mind wouldn't like that? The captain's blowing the whistle here, he's almost here, so let's give a cheer. Freight and stuff will be loaded below, and all of us folks on board will go on a sunny day with a picnic pack. Who in their right mind wouldn't like that? Just going to turn the page. Down the Chifunto we'll wend our way, where the cypress trees hold their sway. Breeze is blowing and the sun is hot. Goodness sake, we're a lucky lot on a sunny day with a picnic pack. Who in their right mind wouldn't like that? A pretty little town of boat-building fame will soon come in view. Medicine Hill's its name. Across Lake Poncho train we'll go. Gentle waves toss us to and fro on a sunny day with a picnic pack. Who in their right mind wouldn't like that?
Let me comment here too. I was just looking at this book, and the book is illustrated by local artists, and so they cooperated with this too.
Oh, this is the one where you read. Okay. This is another of Carol's, and we take turns on this one. Who starts? I can never remember.
I do.
Okay. See, you can be owners of this tape, and you can play it in your car with you when you ride around town. I mean, it doesn't end here, you know? Yeah.
The cypress and moss are unchanged with time, and the iris and lilies are too. The clouds in their passage look way down and see the river unaltered at all, the river unaltered at all.
But we here below have an all different view. We've followed it all through its years. In tales of its childhood, its manhood, its age, we've loved and we've held it most dear, most dear. We've loved and we've held it most dear.
In its childhood, the Indians played on its lap, and they drank it and fished from its shores. Sure silently, stealthily along its banks, they'd paddle and dock their canoes. Canoes! They'd paddle and dock their canoes.
In days of the schooners, its childhood did pass. It's hard to imagine it now. all loaded with freight of cotton and bricks. Then down the old river they'd plow, then down the old river they'd plow.
The train took the place of the schooners, alas, for hauling the cotton and bricks. The river was quiet and peaceful again, to the local fisherman's joy. Oh boy, to the local fisherman's joy.
This peace and quietness did not remain long as motorboats came on the scene. Their noise and din were a fright to our ears, but skiers and speeders were happy, you bet. Yes, skiers were happy, you bet.
And now in its old age, and much to our shame, its waters are polluted and rank. The fish are unedible, and children can't swim in our once lovely river. How sad, in our once lovely river, how sad.
But a new day is dawning, in fact it's right here, when people are starting to care. We'll clean up the river and turn it to one in which children can once again play. Hooray! Which children can once again play. Hooray!
One more. The cypress and moss are unchanged with time, and the iris and lilies are too. The clouds in their passage look way down and see the river unaltered at all, the river unaltered at all. Now we have one by Jerry.
Does anybody out there want to say anything? Anybody want to come up and say something? Okay. What's that note?
By the light of the moon I'll go to the place where the three rivers flow. My darling, she'll be waiting on the shore in the bright moonlight. Oh, Villere, gonna run with two other rivers tonight. Gonna shine under the bright moonlight. As the sun begins to rise, I'll look into her beautiful eyes. Then again down the river we'll go in the bright sunshine. Oh, Villere, gonna run with two other rivers tonight. Oh, Villere, gonna shine under the bright moonlight. Gonna shine under the bright moonlight. Gonna shine under the bright moon. Gonna shine under the bright moon.
Thank you.
Hi, Gerald. It's nice to have some young folks here tonight. Okay, here's one. The spring floods have come. This is one that Carol wrote. that just kind of gives kind of a first-hand view of what happens in a town when the bridge gets washed out. And I guess that maybe used to happen here. Right, Carol?
Right, whatever you say.
Yeah, when the bridge is washed out in town.
Oh, yeah. The logs and
We didn't know what to do. The spring floods have come. The spring floods have come and the bridges are down, and it's woe, woe is me. That new bridge is gone just south of our town, and it's woe, woe is me. The ferry has opened to get us across. Praises be, praises be. Just 20 cents for your carriage and horse. Praises be, praises be. Those darn lumbermen, their logs they will float. Curse 'em all, curse 'em all. When the spring rains make the rivers to bloat. Curse 'em all, curse 'em all.